this is probably going to be the last one, and which means it's also the one that's going to be the most boring.
I love boring.
I love boring. Alright. What could be better than a rocket propelled explosive charge? Did we read this? Explosive electric charge, of course, been the shock rocket has been leading market since its inception 3 months ago. Designed to clear out packs 3 months ago. Designed to quickly clear out packs of enemies with electric flare. The shock rocket also deals good damage to a target single armored enemies. That's pretty good. So yeah, I went back and almost got these upgraded. This thing takes forever to upgrade, and therefore we're not going to be upgrading it in this playthrough. It is functionally similar to the ones in previous games, so it doesn't really matter. First off, Calguninator over here. I'm just gonna wait for it to turn right, because these guys despawn if you move too far forward. Yeah, attack me, bitch. Yeah, you suck. Okay. Be nighttime. Be nighttime, damn it. Oh, there we go. And we go. There we go. So not only does it have a brand new look, but the first person you turn into a cow looks like this motherfucker. It has a death sign on it. Surely nothing would go wrong with it. Yeah, this is not the best planet to show it off in, so I'm gonna switch planets real quick. Let me just buy my shields back at least. So yeah, the Armageddon, which is the best name ever, if you ask me.
Okay, that is pretty clever.
Yeah. So I'm going to go to this dipshit planet just to show it off because it's very funny.
Why are these sequences so framey?
I don't know, man, but hey, at least it loads fast. Oh, there goes my frame rate. It's all good. This is for science, right?
It's all frame rate.
So the first motherfucker turns into this cow. He's gonna start trying to run into enemies very slowly, and anyone he touches instantly dies. It's great. I love it. Still like a garbage weapon though. It's still a pretty garbage weapon, all things considered, because it is one of the Animorph weapons, and all the Animorph weapons are the worst weapons in their respective games.
I feel like I missed something.
Yeah.
Did I miss a session?
No, you were here.
I remember the farm planet.
Yeah, we were just on the farm planet.
Okay.
Yeah, after the mad cow scare of Tacitus 9, Gadgetron researchers took the misshapen prion protein and implemented it into gene patterns reconfigured by the Armageddon. The resulting mutant bovines are therefore unnaturally aggressive and chase down other enemies before exploding in a nuclear DNA replacing blast. It's great. It gets the people fucking rolling. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the dating booth to upgrade the other weapon. Alright, so that's that upgrade. Pretty cool, still sucks though. Now we can upgrade the other weapon that's kinda cool but still sucks. Being the rocket launcher of this game. I don't know, rocket launchers are like better than in this game. This one just has a bad rocket launcher. In other games, the rocket launchers are pretty good. Are usually like the best weapons at the end of their respective games.
I think the Roomba's smelling the video game.
It's fine. Oh no, he wants to break it. I did not upgrade it. That's so tragic. Now I have to wait.
Now you have to wait.
This is the blood boiling. Just put up another shield, why don't I? Prime. Hit. Prime. Hit. I'm not getting any experience from doing this. That's wild. Alright. That's still not upgraded. That's crazy. That's crazy. Where did I go wrong? It's like a sliver. It's so close to being upgraded. You want to be upgraded so bad, come on.
Like the Roomba's trying to break in.
My guy is assaulting your door right now.
Well, it could be worse. It could be the cat that figured out how to open the door.
He's playing Breach the Castle right now.
They're doing considerably worse than a cat.
Alright. Oh, there we go, finally. And now we've got the Electro Rocket. So this is functionally the exact same as the normal shock rocket, but does more damage.
I see.
It's not special at all. Electro Rocket features a much larger internal capacitor, enabling the electrical discharge to arc between multiple opponents, compounding the damage dealt. So, I don't know what any of that means. From me playing the game, it's basically functionally the same as the unupgraded version.
More damage, good.
Yeah. Like, the way it's said, it suggests that, like, after you hit the target, it starts sending shocks, which is not too much different than the sending shocks beforehand. But like, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Either way, it's overshot. The upgrade itself is completely overshadowed by the mods it gets, which is pretty neat. Not that we're gonna get the mods this playthrough because they're only unlocked on playthrough like 3, I think.
3?
It's either 2 or 3. I don't remember.
Gotta do a new game plus to get them?
Yeah, you have to beat this game a couple times. Anyway, new planet.
That seems a little silly.
I don't believe it. Another dead end. You lose a contact or something?
Just as I suspected.
Of course! The factory shrunk. Well, let's stomp around until we squish it, huh?
I do not think it will be that easy to find.
Fine. This little Emperor Otto should be a piece of cake anyway. Let's get shrinking.
The way that he points it directly into his eye is crazy. I wouldn't, I'm just saying. I also noticed that his blaster here is the unupgraded form in the cutscene. It's pretty neat. Anyway, welcome to the last planet in the game. First off, this song is a bop. I love it. Although I do feel like it's copied from like another game somewhere in the series. But yeah, anyway, if you press triangle on this vendor here, right? Mm-hmm. First off, we can refill our shield ammo, but then we get this little ditty here, the laser tracer. I missed all that flavor text, all of them. The last standing Gadgetron weaponry. The laser tracer is a vehicular-sized laser cannon retrofitted to be carried by a single person. When fired, the kick and energy produced requires the user to stand still. On the receiving end of the weapon, most targets are vaporized instantly.
I see.
Yeah. So this is not the best weapon in the game.
Okay.
This is the best weapon in every game.
Ah.
This is probably the most overpowered weapon in any Ratchet and Clank game. It is busted.
Well, it seems like we're still missing one.
Yeah, that one's for the you-know-what at the end of the rainbow. But yeah, charge up mod, I think we discussed that. The launcher mod, this basically doubles the DPS from your Agents of Doom or Agents of Dread. This gives you a little mini bomb pack that it also fires. So we'll be getting that just for the kick of it. This is the Spitfire mod. By adding a recursive loop to the tertiary sendback controller it has finished firing, the Spitfire mod releases a huge plasma fireball when the Scorcher stops firing. The size of the fireball and distance trials will become larger the longer the Scorcher was fired. So basically, when you're holding down the fire button with the flamethrower, right? when you let go, you launch a fireball, right? And that fireball will deal damage and set people on fire.
Okay.
Which is antithetical to how the Scorchers actually play, because if you're using the Scorcher or the whatever it upgrades into, the Incinerator, what is it called? Yeah, Incinerator, right? If you like, the way you use that weapon is by tapping the fire button until the fire debuff runs out, because the weapon itself deals no damage. Right, so this mod is like completely useless. And the other mod that this weapon gets makes the flames go out longer the longer you hold down the fire button. So basically both mods are supposed to encourage you to hold down the fire button, which is just the opposite of how this weapon plays, unfortunately. It's very unfortunate, right? And then the split beam mod uses subspace referencing to multiply and redirect attacking on beam released when a dart strikes a target. The redirected beam splits into 3 and can strike targets in an area behind the original. So when you hit an enemy, right, you produce 3 more shots behind it.
Okay.
Right? In theory, this sounds really cool. It sounds like you can like clear an entire room of enemies. And like with the other mod that basically makes it so that you hit when you miss, which I've never seen work, by the way. In theory, it should be a good room clearer, but that's just not how this one works, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I feel like if both of these mods work, this would have been the best weapon in any Ratchet game. But it unfortunately misses the mark. Alright. Okay, yeah, not. So, Aftershock mod, I don't know if we've seen this. Aftershock mod incorporates reflexive anti-electors in a special compartment that rocket's warhead scattered into a sphere after detonation. Once positioned, they unleash a barrage of dark matter electrons that will shock and damage any nearby enemies. So basically what this does is that after the rocket hits, it creates an AoE field.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds decent.
It's okay. It's very supplementary damage, and I never notice it, but I always buy this one anyway.
Like I said, it sounds decent.
Yeah. I always end up buying it, so whatever, right? That's the lock-on mod.
No one likes the lock-on.
Yeah, I already talked about these two, and I'd already talked about this one. Alright, let's just not buy anything anymore, because this is all we really need. So, so let me just demonstrate, like, how broken this weapon is by just walking into this next room and holding down the fire button.
I see.
Yeah, so, this weapon is broken as fuck. So, how this weapon works is that, first off, the laser beam does 1,000,000 damage, right?
Yeah.
And you can only fire this weapon standing still, right?
Okay.
By doing so, the laser itself produces a shield that blocks projectiles from the front. So if people try to shoot you, their bullets get disintegrated, right?
Unless they're behind you, in which case they can hit you.
Yeah, so the only way you can get hit is if you're getting shot from behind or the side, or if someone tries to melee you. And if they try to melee you, you've got a damage-dealing motherfucking laser just shooting right at them.
Just slide it over.
Yeah. So it is so busted that it's like the best weapon in any possible Ratchet and Clank game. Like, if you put this weapon in another Ratchet and Clank game, it will be the best weapon in that game. It's so crazy. Yeah. And that's not even getting to its upgraded form and the mods it gets. This is the unfinished form. We have yet to see the true power of this weapon. Right? Also, look at all these Ratchet clones. I'm just gonna tickle them.
Like that?
Yeah, and then tickle you, and then tickle you.
Murder.
Yeah. The downside of this weapon is that ammo boxes only give it 25 the ammo, and it burns through ammo really fast. It's actually worse in the PS2 remake of this game, where they nerfed it by making it consume twice as much ammo. Like, Like, they could not contain this beast. Where are dudes? Oh, dudes are there. So yeah, the rest of this episode is going to be spent trying to upgrade this damn thing, which means I'm going to do a lot of save scumming. So basically this just turned into a wild random talk.
Wild random talks here.
Like, what can they do? They can't do anything. So how's your days been?
I have now survived COVID twice.
Yeah, I heard. What happened the first time? No, ow, fuck. Oh yeah, I also noticed that it has like incredible range as well for no reason. I'm out of ammo.
You're out of ammo.
I want to try to get the face out. But yeah, we haven't been able to meet up because this motherfucker got COVID again.
You think I wanted to get it again?
You could have not, honestly. I mean, like, bona fide skill issue on your part. Am I wrong? When did you get it? It was like, what, a month ago? 3 weeks ago?
A little bit before Christmas.
Yeah. Right.
Quality timing, right?
Yeah, it's like the middle of January right now, so it's like half a month that you've been sick, and spread it to everyone else in your family. Thank God you didn't go to work with it. I think more than being fired, you would have gotten just like arrested. Also, that wrench counts as a projectile when they throw it. It's pretty neat. I almost have ammo. I'm missing. Hold on. Fucking it up. I also noticed that these guys are doing like so much damage to me. That's crazy. But yeah.
So they really did go through with making evil clones of Ratchet.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story. Make clones of Ratchet, I think. But yeah, work has been back. I'm just slowly getting used to it again after my 3 weeks off. You know that when we first got our break, they made us take PTO to save the company money.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't have my PTO anymore. I should have cashed out earlier, huh?
If it makes you feel any better, I practically had to use up all my paid sick leave.
Damn. I don't even have, like, paid sick leave. It's all
I have
PTO.
paid sick leave instead of PTO.
Yeah. Our PTO is multi-purpose. It's designed specifically to fuck us over when we try to quit. I love it. Don't you love it?
Real quality.
Real quality. I wish it was like in Europe where they just have like mandatory PTO or mandatory vacation days or whatever. That sounds like a time. I get that.
I got to learn how to use an engraving machine at work.
Cool. Oh. Is it anything like an iron solder?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Damn.
Like, you have the thing you're engraving, then you have these, like, sort of stencils?
Sort of stencils.
I guess they're plates.
Are they sort of plates or plates?
Pretty sure they're actual plates. But you line them up and then you have this, like, tip that you drag across the lines and it'll use the actual drill to etch it in.
Oh, that might be. Let's see what you're talking about. I got punch breads on here. Yeah.
They look goofy as all heck.
It's a Ratchet dummy for hitting Ratchet because he uses his claw, his nails to fight apparently.
For sure.
You were out of ammo.
I can't leave this room until I kill him. Stop, so he can kill himself, I guess. Wait, hold on. I can show off this new fangled wrench thingy. Die! Hiya! Alright, I'm not getting through the next section, so I'm just gonna start my save load here, I think.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Just fill up. Uh-oh, what happened? There we go. Oh, I was in the autosave, that's why. That makes sense, I think.
I've been hearing a whole bunch of like big tech layoffs have been happening.
Oh yeah, it's huge. I don't know it's been a while since we last talked, so I don't know which companies you're referring to this time. But
This time I think Discord was one of them.
Discord one, yeah, that one was. I don't not see it. It's Discord. What the fuck were they doing this entire time? You know?
Not making the Linux client better.
There's like some companies where you're just saying, yeah, please lay off these guys. You clearly the management is not going to do anything, so they're just going to have to punish the coders who are also not doing anything because the management isn't doing anything. Like there's nothing it's a terrible environment to be in, and why would you ever want to be there?
Think there was more Twitter layoffs?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Not just Twitter layoffs, they also like banned a whole bunch of random people.
Did they now?
Yeah. I don't need to do this again. I don't know why I did. Yeah.
You just really like this segment so much.
I autopiloted it. But yeah, I believe, yeah, they just banned a whole bunch of, like, random leftists and journalists off of Twitter because of fucking course, I guess. And so, yeah, Twitter is called X, I guess.
No one calls it that. No real person calls it.
Also, I didn't mention this beforehand, but if for some reason, if you play this particular section again, when the enemies come through, the door doesn't open, so they just face through the door.
Ah.
Oh, there we go, V2. So now it does even more damage. I didn't get the pop-up that says it upgraded. Hold on, what's going on?
Is the game about to explode?
I hope not. Well, at least I saved before this, so... Oh well. Laser tracer V2. Come to puppy. Come to puppy. Oh my god. It's puppy's playtime. XD.
That's not a... that's a name I haven't heard in a while. In a hot minute.
I mean, is chapter 3 ever gonna come out? Thoughts?
So you think I've been paying attention?
You think I have?
You want me to go look it up?
I don't know. I don't know if I care, that's what it is. Like, it's Poppy's playtime, like, who the fuck cares, alright? It had its time in the limelight, right? It has 2 chapters that are just like, okay. Right? All the kids love it. It's in the back rooms now, I guess. Speaking of other things that you ruined by children. Her La Torador is now the worst song in the existence of the world because of FNAF.
Yeah.
Even though I remember it from the beer song.
Yeah, I remember it for that too.
only millennials will remember this. I don't know, my situation at work was pretty weird because I was like blocked on like 4 tasks.
Really?
I was blocked on like 4 tasks before like the break started. And I like resolved 2 of them, and that's it. So I've been having a rough time. But, so what happened is I'm blocked on some tasks, right? So I'm telling them, okay, you can just give me more work since I'm not doing anything right now, right? So I also have more work, so I'm also just taking up more work because of that, right? And because I'm taking up more work, I have more tasks that are unfinished, right? And so when my stuff gets...
By a tiger.
Oh god, what happened here?
I think that's called Discord. I can mute it.
The nature guy right at the end.
I can just mute it through here, because...
At least we have desktop muted, but
Yeah.
if it got picked up by the...
No, don't worry.
Alright, technical difficulties. But yeah, so because I've been blocked, I've been picking up more work, right? But that means I just have more unfinished work that I'm doing right now. And so when my things become unblocked, I have to work on that as well. And so I ended up with like 7 things I'm working on right now.
That sounds like a lot.
In various forms of being incomplete. So that's kind of cool, I think. I'm not sure. Why is this nanotech dead? Thank you. It was not on screen, therefore it didn't exist in the gameplay.
Does the game have an object permanence of a 3-year-old?
I do.
You do!
It's still there you go. I should use the other armor for this, oh well.
Yeah, you didn't.
I could do it real quick, but I'm lazy.
Why are you being lazy?
Because I like the fire effect that the boots have on this one, okay?
Damn. Can't argue with that.
Yeah. So all my project leads are like asking about every single fucking task I have, and I have to say, oh, this one's stuck, or this one's being worked on, or I'm working on this one, or I just picked up another thing from something that was related to this one. It's just really embarrassing. Like, it's not like I don't think it's detrimental or anything, or they're like expecting too much out of me, but it's very not fun to be in that kind of position. I don't know. Tech is weird. Okay. I'm just hoping we can upgrade this quickly, because right now you're supposed to upgrade this like during post game, by the way.
Imagine.
Yeah, but I'm doing it this way for the funsies.
They really do just phase through the door.
Yeah. Those nurses are the same from the space station where you got slept in. Yeah. Except this time they run away from you for some reason.
Maybe it's because you got a gun.
I mean, we had guns last time and they tried to stab me with needles, so I don't
Maybe you have a
know.
laser gun.
Maybe it is because I have a laser gun now. Oh, look how the turntables. I'm being shot from behind.
You are being shot from behind.
Let me just redirect my body and not play like an idiot. What am I missing? All my Splatoon skills have gone straight down the toilet. Funny.
Is it because you haven't been playing Splatoon 3 in a while?
No, I haven't played Splatoon 3 a lot. It's actually Splatfest going on right now. And not just Splatfest, but like also Frosty Fest, which is a special sort of Splatfest that they do during the winter, I guess. I don't know. I don't play Splatoon like that.
Are you winning?
No, Team Family is Team Family is down bad.
So what are the teams?
The theme is how do you prefer to spend the holidays, and it's Team Friends, Team Family, and Team Solo.
That's kind of sad.
And the unfortunate part is that Team Family is stuck with Fry this time.
So who's winning so far?
We don't know for a fact, but Team Solo won the preview, and Team Friends won the halftime. So it's so over for us. We basically have no chance.
Damn.
And when I say that the Team Family has unfortunately been shackled to Fry has not won, like, a Splatfest. Almost ever. I think she only won one so far. There's been, like, 100.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. The one she won was the most free win anyone could possibly get. It was sour versus sweet versus spicy. And, like, bro had no chance. Like, no one else had a chance.
Wait, who won that one?
So Fry did. She was sweet that night. Because of fucking course the game for kids. Team Sweet will win. Although it's mostly because of Japan. And also America, now that I think about it. Basically no one else had a chance of winning that Splatfest. Even if you're a spicy king like me. But yeah. Instead of Fry, Shiver has won basically every single Splatfest since the inception of the game.
Damn.
Like even the one she wasn't supposed to win, she just somehow managed to win. It's great because like people were like throwing around accusations of why Shiver kept winning. Originally, it was Shiver keeps winning because of Japan Sims, because Shiver is like coded to be Japanese and Fry is coded to be like Brazilian. No, not Brazilian, and Indian. Big Man's Brazilian. My bad. Sorry. Right. But then we had a regional Splatfest where Japan had its own Splatfest and everyone else had a different one, and Shiver won again. So Twitter's like, it turns out we were the real racists the whole time. It was so tragic.
They lived long enough to become the racist.
Yeah, so basically there's like no excuses anymore for why Shiver keeps winning these damn Splatfests.
They're just too OP.
Yeah. I used to be on Team Shiver for a bunch of Splatfests, but I just recently switched to Fry because we can't keep this pattern going.
You need to break the cycle.
This is injustice. Alright, this is that one fighting game featuring all those DC characters. And then so basically I've never won a Splatfest ever since I stopped being on Team Shiver. It's great, I love it. It fucking owns. I do think that Shiver Sims are subhuman though. That's just my personal opinion. Anyway, once I press that red button, your spawn rates will stop being as good, so...
So, time to save and load
Yeah, I
again.
need to save and load, but you saw up there that I need to grab the shiny, so hold on. Alright, this is the last titanium bullet of the game. We did it, we collected all of them.
Wow.
Wow, so special.
So cool.
You're such a real gamer, and not a journalist.
God. Do people still keep dunking on journalists?
Oh yeah, that has never died.
Okay.
That has never died. It's weird that like I can like go back. I can think of the exact moment everyone started making fun of game journalists.
It was Cuphead, right?
It was the Cuphead one. Like I think people made fun of game journalists like way before that, but like
The Cuphead incident.
the Cuphead incident was the real.
Was the straw that broke
Yeah.
the journalist's back.
It was a milestone, like was a capstone moment. It's
Really changed reality.
yeah. That's one of the moments in history that you go back in time to change. You know.
Somehow changing it just makes reality end up worse.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok about that. I don't know if you saw it. It was like a.
You think I watched TikTok?
No, it's fine. It was either TikTok or a YouTube short. I don't remember which. But there was like a time traveler coming back. It's like, hey, I went back in the past and killed this German guy, right? You don't know him because I killed him, but he killed like 500 Jews. And I was like, oh no, oh no. And then the guy shows up the other guy and is like, oh no, what have I done? I can't go back in time anymore. It's a one-way time traveling machine. That was great. I chuckled a little bit. But it definitely sounds better sharing it though. So I give that short a 0 out of 10. Give me my money back.
But you didn't pay anything.
I know, and I still want my money back.
You want your $0.00 back.
I want to get paid for having watched that, is what I'm saying. That person owes me money now. Like, I cannot believe this.
I think the only way of getting that to happen is if you get hired by YouTube or something.
I hope so. God, I hope so. Probably, you know what, being a YouTube editor probably sounds like complete garbage. What can we do? There's no way that can possibly be any fun being like a dev on YouTube.
You have to do strange things just because Google said so.
There's no way in hell you're maintaining the code base, right? Like they won't allow you to do that. I won't say these analytics because I am of conservation nature. I think being a dev in general just makes you become so jaded about technology. I don't know.
So true, Bestie.
The one thing I know about software is that software fucking sucks. If I could, I probably would have. If I knew better, I probably would have gotten into hardware engineering. Like, to be completely honest, even though there's no jobs for that.
See, obviously, the trick is you have to make your own.
Yeah.
Make your own business.
For real.
That's clearly the only way we're getting out of this mess.
Do you prefer software or hardware?
I think both are pretty neat.
I understand, but which one do you prefer? If you're held at gunpoint, which one would you say?
Honestly, I don't know.
I do know that if you want stuff to work, you go for hardware. If you want stuff to be done fast, you use software. But if you want stuff to work, just go with hardware. Just focus on hardware.
I can imagine software being infinitely more flexible than hardware.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that flexibility can be your downfall.
It's flexible, also it can just sometimes not work.
Being flexible means it can snap. Right?
But I remember reading on I remember reading up on a story about I don't remember what the thing was for. Was it? I don't know if it was for radiology or something, but there was like a device that there was like a medical device, right? And they used software to its functionality was based on software, right?
Okay.
And it would a lot of time what happened is that it would give this error code, right? And then when that error code happens, your patient died. Or like it's like super you either like gave them too high of an it might have been a cardiac machine, I don't remember. It basically if the error occurred, right, that it means that there was a malfunction that would cause the patient to die. And so a lot of patients got hurt because of that. And like they investigated it, and it turns out like the person who like designed the software was a doctor and not a programmer, right? And so there's no documentation for any of the error codes. The software was programmed like complete garbage either way. That frequently failed and gave error codes that no one understood. And they tried to like backwards, like they tried to back engineer it just to figure out like how the software worked, right? And they tried to give it tags and shit, and then nothing worked. They just kept running into the same issues with the software and the errors. So eventually, they just had to stop using that. And like if the functionality was designed via hardware, then stuff like that wouldn't happen. Anyway, that's some horror story for you. Basically, yeah. Anything about medicine just turns into a horror story at some point, which is highly unfortunate, but that's just the way it has to be because, for those of you not in the know, modern medicine has only been around for, what, 30-some years? Like, I think the 90s was, like, the time where medicine, like, became good. I don't know. It's crazy to think about. Anyway, we're almost V3 on this baby.
So one more save and load?
No, well, one more save and load to get it to V3.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. You're good. This, yeah, like I said, this one is very intended to be upgraded in the post-game, but we're not going to do that because I'm about to do the funniest shit you've ever seen.
Are you about to pull a funny gamer move?
Oh my god, it's gonna be hilarious. Funniest the likes you've never seen. Not even that in that funny bear scary game. Funny bear scary game. Shonen has it unfortunately.
The previous generation feel the same way about us.
Our stuff at least had meaning to it. Cope. There we go.
Now you can go back playing normally?
No, this is D3.
You're gonna keep committing mass murder?
Yeah, I need one more upgrade.
Oh, okay. So you're not done
No.
upgrading it?
No, we're not. We're gonna have a couple runs left.
Okay.
There's a couple runs left of this. That's why we gotta keep talking to fill space. At least my ammo capacity increased to 300, so that's good. Also, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Like a hot knife in butter.
3,000 degree knife versus Ratchet and Clank. UMD.
Do people still make that?
No,
that trend's dried up?
that is completely gone. The issue there is that it takes money and stuff to actually try to attempt something like that, and eventually you just run out of things to cut with a 1,000 degree knife. That isn't 1,000 degrees, by the way. It's only just really hot. I feel like the hot knife trend has died, but the hydraulic press trend is still going strong.
I mean, there's probably always gonna be new things to crush.
Yeah. You can always find something to put under thousands of tons of pressure and just watch it turn into putty or whatever the fuck and serve it to your children.
I remember there was someone who kept making knives out of strange materials. Is that guy still going?
I think he's still going, but it's niche now.
Ah.
I also accidentally ran into the guy who said you got caught in 4K.
Really?
Yeah. I just found him by accident and I didn't realize it until I found the short that he made.
Like in real life?
Not in real life, just online.
Online,
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't pay attention to these things, so I have to run into people accidentally, just like in real life.
Damn, you run into people?
I know, right? Culture is dead.
Honestly, the future is VR. Instead of running into people, you slide into them.
Slide into them. Jump, slide.
Reverse!
No, that's the wrong thing. Anyway, we're sort of turning these guys into Swiss cheese, yeah. This is the most Swiss cheese we could possibly get. We just have a cheese block with a giant hole in the middle.
Non-reduced atoms.
Yeah, no need for fermentation or whatever. We just burn a hole through it.
Tastes like fire.
Oh, I missed my shot. There you go. Oh, fuck.
Man, they really perfected the Ratchet in a box.
Ratchet in a box. That's crazy.
This is the true innovation we've all been asking for.
So true. I want one right now. Shut up and take my money.
I'll buy your entire stuff!
Yep. I hope I complete this today, because this is going to become some delicious foreshadowing.
It is great day to not be dead.
It is great day to not be dead. When are we going to re-watch Team Fabulous 2 again for the 10th time in a row?
Are we gonna become a reaction channel like everyone else?
Oh yeah, but we're only going to react to videos that are 10 years old and already have 14 million views that everyone else has already watched. Starting with the Ruby trailer 1. You know I haven't watched it when I completely fuck up the name of it. It's called the Red Trailer, and I just called it Trailer 1 like a fucking Nimbus.
How to tell people you haven't watched it?
Trailer 1! Trailer 1, he said! What are you asking for directions?
What are ya, colorblind?
I don't see color.
I only see numbers.
I'm not racist, I don't see color.
Good laugh.
Yeah.
Had one tech.
Good one. Good one. Very decent. Yeah. I'm also working on a decomp of Pokemon and nothing makes sense.
Which one?
Emerald, because that's the one everyone works on.
Are you planning to do something sort of like what's been done for SM6 before that?
No, nothing like that. I'm just making my own shit.
Just your own, just cuz?
Yeah, just for the heck of it.
Feeling curious?
Yeah.
Feeling a little quirky?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
God,
What I learned is that they developed their own like machine language or like their own like scripting language.
I feel like I remember reading about it when someone made their own like e-reader cards for it.
Yeah. They have their own scripting language and like it's like pretty fairly laid out. I'm also working on the expansion, which like adds a whole bunch of extra stuff to it, which means they don't have space for any more scripts. But I've been messing around with that and trying to figure out how it works. Like an idiot, I thought it worked like an ordinary like machine language. No, it does not act like that whatsoever. Because I thought it was based off of like I thought it was gonna be based on some sort of like architecture thing. Like right, they're gonna have an adder, they're gonna have like all the normal stuff you expect in a computer or in a processor, right?
I'm guessing it's more like a scripting language than an actual program language.
Yeah, it's not a programming language, it's a scripting language because all the information on how to do all the scripts are in C. And I'm an idiot, so I didn't think that at all. So I thought it had an adder because that made sense to my head. It doesn't have an adder. Every single instruction in the C implementation of it increments the next instruction by itself by hand. So that like there's code to set the current instruction to be the next command. And it's based on, and you have to like tell the exact size of how to which deck to do next, depending on how many arguments your command has. It's great, I hate it. Alright, so I figured that out. I then also erroneously believed that the jump instruction would make sense and like the jump and return instruction would have its own jump, like sort of like jump registers sort of like storage, right?
I'm guessing you have to store it yourself.
No, it does, but you have to manually use it yourself. Not in the command though. It doesn't. There's no scripting command that puts the address into the jump return address. You have to manually add it to a stack in your own command. So if you ever want to call a different place in the script, right, and return from it, you have to manually add the current address to the stack in order to do that.
Terrible.
It felt terrible. It makes sense, I guess, to do it that way, I think. Like, they take full advantage of that implementation, right? So, like, you ever wondered how gaining experience works in Pokemon?
Uh-oh.
You ever wonder how a Pokemon gains experience?
Uh-oh.
You wanna fucking find out?
You gotta tell me anyway then.
I'm gonna fucking tell you anyway, because this is a lesson for aspiring programmers who know absolutely nothing about state machines. I'm gonna learn you something real good. So listen up, alright? So when the Pokemon wants to gain experience, alright? In the script they call the command get XP, right? So get XP is the instruction name, right?
Okay.
And the way it's implemented is that first, before you even call get XP, right? You set a certain value to 0, right? This value is called XP get state or get XP state or whatever the fuck it is, right? It's an 8-byte integer. And when you call get XP, right, it'll check the state, right, starting at 0, right.
Okay.
State 0 checks to see if your Pokemon is supposed to gain XP, right.
Okay.
So if it's not supposed to gain XP, they set the state to something far along to something else, right, and then it does well, I guess I'm not gonna I won't say that just yet, but like, let's assume that your Pokemon is supposed to gain experience, right?
Okay.
It's allowed to gain experience, right? So they set the state to 1,
Okay.
right? And
So
then
next state.
Yeah, it sets the state to 1, and then it exits, all right?
Okay.
But since you have to manually increment the script instruction, right? If you don't update the script instruction, it just repeats the same command that you're already on. So after that, it calls get XP again because we haven't moved anywhere. Right? But now our state is different, so it goes to state 1, right? Which is to calculate which
Wait, a different state 1?
No, we changed it from 0 to 1.
Okay, so this is still the first.
Yeah, so now
First change.
so now we're on state 1, and state 1 is calculating how much XP to give,
Okay.
right? So it calculates all the XP for the Mon, right? And then it increments the state to 2, and then it exits, right? And because we didn't update the instruction pointer, we call get XP again, right?
But now we're in a different state.
Yeah, now we're in a different state where it does a couple more calculations and like does a bunch of like scripting preparation or something like that. I don't quite remember, right? But it updates the state to 3 and then it exits, right? Which calls get XP again.
So we're back here again.
Yeah, so it calls get XP again, right? This time it's state 3 where we actually give the experience in the game, right?
Okay.
Once the giving of experience is done, it increments the state to 4, right?
And then exits.
State 4 is when you get a level up, right? So it handles all the level up things, and if there's still experience to give, it goes back to state 3 to give the experience again. Otherwise, it goes to state 5, which increments the which increments not the level, increments the Pokemon, because multiple Pokemon can get experience.
Oh, so this is where we start going through all of them.
Yeah, so you start going through all of them and it returns the state back to 2. And throughout this entire time, the current instruction pointer has not been updated. We've just been calling get XP over and over and over again.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That seems a little silly.
It's a little silly. I mean, I suppose it beats having a whole bunch of nested while loops, but still, it's a little bit silly. So yeah, that was a fun thing to look at. Emphasis on the opposite of that, but yeah, after all of that's done and over with, it increments the state to 6, and that's when it finally updates the current instruction pointer to be able to go to the next one. So I hope you learned something, and if you didn't, I don't blame you.
That is certainly one of the state machines.
Yeah, that's one way to do the state machine. I mean, there's only so many ways you can make a state machine, right? It's theoretical after all. Except for those dedicated kits that implement state machines for you. I remember working on with something like that during undergrad. There was like a certain kit that just implemented a state machine for you in C++. Yeah.
I had to go implement a state machine myself every
Yeah,
time.
I think honestly, my honest opinion, I think it's just better overall if you just implemented the state machine your own way. Like, if you're a programmer, you understand a state machine just by looking at it, even if it's like built weird, you know? I feel like that's like a mandatory skill. I don't know. They don't ask that in the interviews though, but I think you absolutely need to know what a state machine is and what one could look like. I don't know. If I was a real teacher man who taught people how to do things, that would be what I would do. Learn what state machine is, bitch. Followed by the word bitch 100 times.
And then the school would yell at you.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes sense to structure everything you ever do, like via a state machine. It's just organized. I don't know what to tell you. It's not like I can ask, what's your favorite state machine, right?
Well, my favorite state machine is the Mealy state machine.
Alright. No more supplementary reading for you. I don't even know who Mealy is. Mealy Earhart.
I hardly even know her.
Which one was the Mealy one again?
I'm pretty sure that was the one that can output on the transition.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Just not by name. We're not on a first name basis, Mealy and I.
Is it bad that I'm able to remember that?
Maybe, it just means you remembered something from school, and I didn't, even though I've been talking about state machines this entire time and how everyone should know what they are.
Even I know about them.
As long as you know what a deterministic state machine is, that's all you ever need to know. Like, what does NP stand for?
Non-polynomial?
Not non-polynomial, it's non-deterministic polynomial. You're wrong.
I got the P right.
Yeah, but you got the N horribly wrong. And the way everyone gets it wrong. It's called non-deterministic polynomial because the problems in NP can be solved in polynomial time, but in a non-deterministic way. You get it?
Probably, I think it's been actual years since I had to go through that.
Okay, it's anything that you can solve in that you can like verify in polynomial time, but you need more than polynomial time to like actually get the solution for it. In layman's terms, it's the solution is in polynomial time if you guess the correct answer. Or if you're able to calculate the answer multiple times at once simultaneously. Hence non-deterministic. Just like a quantum computer. And that's why quantum computers are in the talk all the time. Because you can solve non-deterministic stuff if the bits can or cannot be or maybe are a 0 or 1. Hooray!
Hooray.
Hooray! Science!
Is there ever going to be like a such thing as a consumer,
Consumer-grade quantum computer?
Yeah.
Eventually, I think. It depends on how many humans there are left, I think. Like, it depends purely on resources per person. And so if there are fewer people, then of course there's gonna be more resources per person. It'll be made commercially available to everyone. Or unless we find a planet full of whatever the fuck they use to make those things. I'm gonna presume cesium because that's the only thing that came into my head. And it's definitely not cesium. All I know is that we use cesium to scientifically calculate the duration of 1 second of time.
Really?
Yes, that is the truth.
Is that how atomic clocks work?
Yes. It's like a certain fraction of the travel's time of an electron around a cesium atom of a certain size that I also don't know. we really went out of our way to scientifically explain a second. Only for us to find out that time is relative. Get fucked! Get fucked, scientists! The person who found out that time was relative to space must have been really proud of himself, I'm sure. Just went around and fucked with everyone's day just like that immediately.
Wasn't it Einstein?
Might have been Einstein.
So what is Einstein's theory of relativity?
Yeah, but that's is that regarding time and space? I thought that was regarding energy and mass. I might be mistaken though. I am not really great with famous people's theories and accomplishments in science.
I mean, I may also be misremembering.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been Einstein. Einstein did like basically everything in physics, so who the fuck knows at this point?
Yeah, that Newton guy, never heard of him.
Yeah.
What's that Newton guy ever done for us? Made gravity?
He invented gravity.
Dare
widely considered a bad move by peers.
It was a real misplay.
Boy, do I love flying and floating, huh? What's up, Newton? What's that? Gravity? No. I could also become a top physicist if an apple dropped on my head. I'd also be a top mathematician if I looked at a fly on the ceiling.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. That's how the concept of a graph got invented.
Really?
Yeah. Or I guess a point, rather.
Man, people really do come up with the darndest notes.
It's an interesting subject about math and its like relationships to real life, because I don't know if like this is not something that comes up into your thoughts at all, but like it just randomly came into my thought that we just have math that's like way bigger than the scope of our own universe, right? Like if I said 1 to the power of 10, 1 times 10 to the power of negative 100, you just won't think of anything, right? Like that's just old news to you. Like, okay, you just made a really small number, so what, right? I just made a number that's smaller than anything in our known universe. we cannot define anything that is smaller than 1 times 10 to the negative 100. So I went on a quest to like figure out what's the smallest like practical number we ever use in science ever, right? And I think the answer to that is the mass of an electron standing at a whopping like 6 times 10 to the negative 31 power. Which is pretty good. How about you? Does numbers make sense to you?
Depends on what the numbers are doing.
I know, right? I just had that philosophy moment and now my life is ruined. Sure, we can hold numbers in computers that are larger than the heat death of the universe. Why not? Why is math like this? Fuck math.
Yeah, I'm not usually busy dealing with what the number means. I'm too busy dealing with the thing calculating the number being different.
Well, that's because you had additive. What was it? Additive. What was it called? It's like additive. It's the concept where adding error is more destructive than multiplying error. What was that one called? It was like additive catastrophe or something.
I'm just too busy dealing with the fact that software sucks.
Yeah. Basically, there's a concept in math where if you have two numbers that are erroneous, if you produce two numbers that are erroneous, right? Adding them together would be more erroneous than if you multiplied them. It's like if you had 2.5 and 3.5 and added them together, right? Or not added them together, but like rounded them both down, right? Then you added them together, you would get 5, right? When if you actually added it together, you would get 6, right? That's the whole concept. Is that if you add two wrong numbers, the number you get is worse than if you multiply them. How does that work? It's like, so you get 5 instead of 6, right? But if you multiply 2 and 3, you would get 6. When you should have gotten 3.5 times 2.5 is 3.5 times 2.5 is, I'm doing it in my head, don't correct me, 9, around 9, so like 9 points, no, 8 points, 8.75?
Correct.
Wow!
3.5 times 2.5 is 8.75.
Yeah. So instead of 8.75, 6, which is 5%, I believe, less error than 5 and 6. I barely learned that, okay? And I don't even remember its name, so, you know, like, cut me some slack. Math is hard, okay? And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna shank you.
At least you don't have to deal with operating systems.
Operating systems is much easier than math. Let's be honest. Let's be real honest here. You just need to implement everything that an OS has that makes life easier for everyone, like a scheduler or all the stuff in a processor to make a cake. And also, pipeline or piping, not pipelines. Excuse me. We're not plumbers here.
Well, if you want an instruction pipeline,
Oh yeah, that kind of pipeline is different than piping, which is a completely different term than pipeline. Confused yet? Fuck yeah!
I mean, that was my first thought when you said pipeline, like instruction pipeline.
Yeah, that's different than piping, which is completely different. Because that's just directing a channel into a different channel. Whereas pipeline is how you make instructions go faster. But also, if you reach an exception, your computer doesn't blow up in its face.
Or when you reach a jump, you get to throw away everything.
Yeah. It's very convenient, except for when you have to handle an exception.
It's convenient until it's not.
Yeah. Basically, the reason why we can't have good things is because mistakes can happen. And when that happens, all of our good shit will just be flushed down the toilet.
Truly, it's just like Tetris.
Either that, or we end up with the Spectre attack, where our process... What's your Spectre story? Why do we have so much fun talking about shit no one will understand? Why do we do this to ourselves? Like, we're dedicated to not having, like, friends.
If it makes you feel any better, I'll probably be more alone than you.
It doesn't. It doesn't!
It doesn't? I thought you were supposed to be happy with that! With this knowledge!
No! The knowledge is a curse. I wish I
You're
never...
supposed to be so happy about this information!
I'm really special because there's only one of me. Like when I saw I was like, I have people are just with me.
Because I'm only I have to be so.
Just me after she died, I won't be so alone. I'm so happy, I can barely breathe. No one's gonna remember that either. That song was 13 years ago. Don't you feel like a motherfucker now?
You feel so old!
I showed that video to someone who was like 4 years younger than me, and they're like, damn. Watch out, you mothers, I'm happy as a core, happy as a coupon for a $20. Yeah, we're still less than halfway to upgrading this thing. I hope you really enjoyed this experience with me.
This is the real quality.
What's that curious gameplay? Get the fuck out of here!
Who do you think we are, professional Let's Players?
Yeah, next time you should have subscribed to Mr. That Kid 4 stream and not his YouTube channel. You fucking Nimrod. You fucking codger.
Imagine watching a live stream. Couldn't be me.
Definitely not me.
Yeah, it's an HDQ happening.
Oh, okay, well,
I think it is.
it could be, but I don't think I care anymore.
You go check.
It's been like a million years since I last like wanted to hear about AGDQ. Oh, I died.
Oh, yeah. Started today.
Oh, I can't muster up the ability to care for some reason.
I'm curious what their schedule is. Probably not gonna watch, but I'm just curious.
Like, have you ever watched anything from GDQ, like, in the past year or years?
Sometimes.
I don't. It's completely fallen out of my watch list. I don't know why. Maybe speedrunning is just way too niche and not interesting. Or maybe GDQ is just not interesting. Are they doing speedruns of The Room? Or, what, no, Thor, that's what it's called, right? Is it a speedrun of Poppy's Playtime? Five Nights at Freddy's? Or are they just doing reruns of, Super Metroid? I'm convinced people don't watch speedruns anymore. That's just my gut feeling. So what's on the docket?
Let's see. Phoenix, Monkey Ball,
Okay,
EKC.
alright.
That's the first time for the Cosmic Machine. What? EK64.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I know, that's an interview.
Interview? Not even the game, just an interview?
Probably happens later.
Oh, no.
Tails Adventure. Excuse me. Oh, there's the actual DK64 run.
Okay,
F-Zero.
okay.
Ultimate Doom.
Bruh.
Jet Set Radio Future.
Why? That's like the worst one.
Batman Arkham City.
Okay,
Clock Tower.
whatever.
Time Shift.
I can't.
Typing of the Dead.
Again? Why? How do you speedrun Typing of the Dead besides just auto-typing. Like, how's that interesting?
Yeah, Gambare Goemon 2.
Okay,
Hime's Quest, I don't know what that is.
okay, that's fine.
Marble Madness 2.
Why?
Long Live the Axe, it's in all caps.
I don't care.
A Bug's Life.
I do not care.
Pitfall, The Lost Expedition.
That's wild that that game is considered a series.
Lego Bionicle. Quest for the Toa. Manifold Garden. Infamous. 30XX. Mega Man 3, the third one. Mega Man 8, the eighth one.
Mega Man 8 the 8th one. Wild.
Metroid Prime 2.
At least one of them has to make it into fucking GameCube.
XBS 15.
Yes.
Okay, Final Fantasy 15.
Why would you speedrun that?
Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay. One of those has to make it into GameCube too.
Only Up.
That sounds like either one of those,
One of those weird climbs the world things.
climb the world things in like fucking Steam that was on for like $5 and it's just a whole bunch of assets.
The Pokemon DP.
That's unfortunate.
Pikmin 4.
I mean, I guess.
StarCraft.
No.
Bayonetta.
That's fine.
Dead Space 2023 in parentheses.
No.
Why is 2023 in parentheses? Is there an older one?
It's a remake of the original.
Ah.
And all it did was add a bunch of cutscenes and break the game more.
Contrast. That's apparently the name of the game.
Alright.
Backyard skateboarding.
Are you sure about that?
That's what it says.
Are you sure about that too? You didn't sound too sure about that.
Orbo's Odyssey.
I think I've heard of that game.
Super Cable Boy.
I have never heard of
I've
that
never
game.
heard of that one. Bad dudes. Bad dudes. Bad
That
dudes.
is that.
Arkanoid.
Bruh. What? People, you can speedrun that?
We got Gimmick.
Again.
Panic Restaurant.
I feel like
As
that's
opposed to a calm restaurant.
like that's been on the docket a few times. Yeah, for sure. I never watched it myself.
Tempo for the 32X.
32X. Okay, I think
We
we
got
got it.
Tape to Tape.
Never heard of it.
The Legend of Link
Never heard of
for
it.
the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, this is a game where you play as Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here comes Nico.
Is that GTA 4?
No. Dino Break.
Excuse me?
It's apparently a PC game.
Okay.
Warhammer 40k.
No.
Bolt gun.
No, I do not care about any Warhammer 40k anything. You cannot make me.
Gyromite. The speedrun is labeled as Game V. Dog Assistance.
Okay.
What do they mean by dog assistance?
I don't know. And I don't think I care to know.
Mario Kart Wii.
Not, not really. Now I think about it, not really.
Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy.
Yo! Again?
This time it's apparently 100% speedrun.
It was 100% speedrun the other time, too! Is the guy gonna get banned again?
I don't know, does the name The Flu 124 ring any bells?
Okay, then it's gonna be boring as fuck.
I don't know who that is.
If it's not the legendary Jack and Daxter Precursor Legendary run from like 2014, then who the fuck cares?
Octopath Traveler 2 is the
Okay.
second one.
Yeah, I don't know why they made a second one. The first one was like so whatever to me.
I guess everyone else liked it.
I guess everyone else did like it, huh? Is it because it had many characters? Or was it that it was a good game?
Let's see, we got Hades.
Why?
Apparently a three weapons race.
Yeah, 3 weapons race, okay. I mean, like, I'm gonna say it out loud right now, roguelike speedruns are fucking awful. I hate all of them.
Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night.
Okay. That's okay, I like that. What do you mean what? What do you mean what?
There's a game called Granny?
Okay. Okay.
The speedrun is labeled as the Nanthology. What?
Okay. Something to look forward to, I suppose.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Of course. One of those always has to make it in.
Diablo.
Diablo
Level 1% Sorcerer.
1%? So that's Diablo 1.
It says level 1%, so I guess you play the Sorcerer, you're stuck at level 1, have fun.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine, I guess. At least it's not Diablo 2. Because Diablo 2 is definitely the more popular one.
Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door.
Bruh. Cope.
Thief Gold.
Thief Gold as in like the PC game?
It's a PC game.
Okay.
DuckTales Remastered.
No, do not care.
Gargoyles Remastered.
Do not
Do you
care.
not know what Gargoyles is?
What's that?
TMNT, the arcade game. But on PC.
What the fuck ever, man.
Goof Troop.
I can't muster up any emotions for any of those things.
Bluey, the video game.
Bluey the video game.
What?
Oh no. You know what Bluey is?
I know of it.
Okay, there's a video game of that. Imagine.
Okay.
Okay. Imagine.
SMB2. Probably Doki Doki Panic.
Okay.
Not the Lost Levels, I would assume.
I would assume that as well. For some reason, I feel like that one doesn't get that one doesn't get represented as much as every other Mario game, including the new ones.
Yeah, Monkey Island 1 versus Monkey Island 2.
That sounds like no fun
Are they gonna be
whatsoever.
playing both at the same time?
I don't know, but it does not sound interesting at all.
Satisfactory. It is apparently a 2 package % run.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
It's a category.
And we got Metroid Dread. Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although I feel like they would have done it before.
Pokemon Crystal.
So tragic.
That's a full item randomizer co-op.
I think a randomizer would be like the worst thing they could have possibly added to like GDQ.
Or in Luigi Superstar Saga.
Alright. That's whatever. We'll just have to be really good at hitting the button super fast.
The old Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
The game that's simply everyone.
Hooray. Bro, when's the Rayman Origins anything? They put Rayman Legends on there at one point. They completely skipped over Origins.
Mario 64 is a bonus run.
Whatever. Whatever. Okay.
Okay, we got Taskbot.
Okay.
They're probably gonna do something to Super Metroid.
I hope they do.
I have to wonder what that's gonna be.
I hope they do.
Doom 2016.
Don't know that.
Beetlejuice.
Fuck that.
Got Sneak King.
No. Not again. Why would you show Sneak King again?
Got Ninja Gaiden.
No.
The Last Ninja.
No.
Brilliant Bob.
No.
Fort Boyard, The Challenge.
Never heard of that.
Skull Iron.
Skull Island.
Skull Island, Rise of Kong.
No way. There's no fucking way.
Tintin in Tibet.
Okay.
Got Zedek.
Say it like that.
ZADETTE. It is labeled as the Better Gamer % run.
People will really be coming up with the weirdest shit nowadays.
They've been scrapped up by the other way range.
Yeah.
Virtual High Glide.
Yeah.
For the Saturn.
I know that one.
I don't know that.
It's like a 3D-ish. It's a 2.0. Not 2. 3D.
Got Pseudo Regalia.
Yeah.
It's a PC game, apparently.
Yep. It is.
Skater Gator 3D.
Yay.
And Shovel Knight.
I don't care.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta show that every other year.
It's a game people like.
Yeah.
Cocoon. It's an Outcast.
Okay.
It is apparently a PC game.
Probably. I would assume it's a PC game just from the title alone.
We got Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
Alright.
An actual 3-player co-op.
Okay, that one's like... I feel like they've done that before already, but like, that one's always pretty interesting.
Got Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse.
No. Oh, that's 3. Never mind. I thought you said 3D.
What do you mean 3D?
We don't talk about that.
What I can only assume to be a mod of Celeste.
I don't care then. Speaking of... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna air this out, alright?
Mario Sunshine.
This is my opinions on things. My awful opinions on things.
Is it time for a hot take?
Oh yeah. There's a thing that I just randomly saw, like, on the internet. There's a mod for Pizza Tower. I don't know if you've seen it. What?
No, not really.
It's just a mod. It's a mod where you play as a female character
Okay.
in Pizza Tower.
Okay.
But the name of the character is like the worst name I've ever fucking heard of. Goddamn ramen. It's the worst name you can name anything ever.
Okay, what's the name?
Scars every 30.
Pepino Ramen. Because Pepino Spaghetti.
And then ramen is fuck you.
There's several other kinds of pasta noodles. You could have gone with any of those.
It's like, you know, naming one character after 2 noodles of different country origin is just the worst sounding thing.
It is so bad.
It's the worst thing ever.
Anyways, Mario Sunshine's in this list.
Whatever.
Armored Core 6.
Okay.
Got it, back at Dark Souls. A glitch showcase of Mario Maker 2.
You know what? It's probably worth saying if you play that game.
Halo Combat Evolved. Co-op easy.
Co-op easy. Bro.
Wonder why easy.
They want to beat it as fast as possible.
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. The Last of Us Remastered.
No way. Why the remaster? Who can possibly like The Last of Us that much?
Maybe it's to make someone suffer.
Oh my god, I hope so. But it's at my expense.
Good. We got Sprawl.
Okay.
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
Alright.
Viewfinder.
Whatever.
Gravity Rush Remastered.
Who's remastering Gravity Rush? What is all these remasters?
Sparky Electric Gesture 3. The third one.
Yep.
Undertale, there's always one.
I feel like they cycle each Spark game every GDQ. I don't know.
Got Luminescent.
Yeah,
Dark Souls.
of course, because that needs to be in every year.
Borderlands 2. It's a co-op.
That's tragic. Borderlands is such an awful Steam game.
Risk of Rain returns.
I mean, they already did Borderlands 2 co-op, and you just abuse Gage. Gage is bullshit for the beginning, and then that's it.
Already? We're speedrunning Mario Wonder?
Yeah, it's the new game. Everyone, like,
There's a lot of strats.
it's not just a lot of strats, it's just that every Mario speedrunner is like super spurred about like Mario games. They jump on it immediately. Like every single one of them, I swear to God, finishes the game on the first day, and then immediately just starts doing runs. Like they are different people than you and I. Like we're too busy going to work and shit. They're busy.
They're busy getting paid for playing a video game.
Yeah, well, they don't get paid to do it. They do it alongside like studying in college and shit.
Well, if they're doing it on Twitch, they could probably get paid.
Maybe. I doubt it's much. It's only speedrunning, right?
Depends. Probably depends on the person.
Either way, Mario.
Anyways, Resident Evil 4 2023.
Ah, motherfucker. Why would they speedrun the worst version of the game?
There's a separate
Is it
bonus
because there's
for
less
it.
content in it, and therefore you can do a speedrun faster?
That Majora's Mask, but it's a relay.
Why a relay? Why are they running out of ideas on how to play the games they keep running over and over again when you can just run different games?
That's Steel Rising.
Okay.
Mega Serval.
What the fuck?
SERVAL.
I know what a serval is, but what the fuck?
It's a PC game, apparently.
Okay.
Ascalon, Tears of the Earth.
I've never heard of that one.
Star Fox 64. Don't care. Magical Tetris Challenge.
I extremely don't care.
For the N64, apparently.
How do you even speedrun Star Fox? Like, hold on, I just noticed that. What the fuck is a Star Fox 64 speedrun? Oh, it's a 64, not the original Star Fox. That makes sense now. Carry on.
Go, Hamster Chef. Hamster Chef.
Okay. Is that like one of those Hamtaro things?
I don't know, but it's a PC game.
It might be a Hamtaro thing then.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Okay.
Sonic Origins Plus. Also a relay.
Of course, because we never get sick of watching the same game ever again. It's GDQ.
Fire Emblem Awakening.
Okay. I mean, it's Fire Emblem again.
Mario Kart 64.
Right? Again. Why do we have Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 64?
They're on different days.
I know, but like why? Why do we accept those?
Speaking of Mario Bros. The Last Levels, that's there.
Okay.
Warp with 8-4.
They're never beating the Nintendo bias allegations.
Elden Ring vs. Sekiro.
I don't care. I really do not care.
Lies of P.
Why are they putting all the Souls-likes together? Is this a theme?
Lost Judgment.
Are they doing a bit? Maybe.
That would be funny.
Are they just putting all the Souls-likes together because everyone loves those games?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. You have to do that because they're never beating the Nintendo bias.
Baldur's Gate 3 is a bonus run.
Bonus run, that's wild.
The Pixel Remastered FF5.
Right.
There's probably no other easy way to check that.
That's fair.
And that was the last one.
Okay.
They ended off on FF5. Fascinating.
That's like the worst thing to end it on, I feel like. Well, I guess you ended on the most longest bullshit speedrun of all time, but that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in the past, a lot of the GDQs and games that I felt like were interesting to want to play. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like games anymore. Yo, where's the Splatoon 3 speedruns? Master.
I mean, you do sound like an angry old man sometimes.
I do. That's because I hate students. Young people are like the worst people ever. It's insane. You know how many people who think computer science is just magic and is very cool and interesting and not just a whole bunch of bullshit? That, you know which students are going to get weeded out by fundamentals of computer science? Year 1? Yeah.
Not us, apparently.
Not us. I was semi-filtered by fundamentals of CS because I missed the test. Like I just got fucked up by that.
Well, it could have been worse. You could have been doing a double major.
Yeah.
You could have been doing the strange things I did.
I don't know why you double majored that. You could just choose computer engineering. You can still program. I don't know why you did both.
Because I thought it'd be fun.
It would be fun, he said. He said. Was it fun?
I'd say so.
Okay. I think you're lying, but okay. You're a goddamn liar, is what I'm saying.
I need a cool prototype one for one of the projects.
Yeah, but did you need CS to do it?
Yeah, it was the hardware one.
Yeah.
Technically, it was embedded, but...
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do computer engineering, just stick to computer engineering, because like computer science is all the math bullshit. When you get further down into it, and like machine engineering, you just need to know how to code, which is like the easiest thing to do.
I mean, in my case, it was actually putting stuff together physically, so...
Yeah. So
the math is important because they have to do power calculations.
I mean, you're doing normal math, not math bullshit. You don't understand. You don't understand how easy you can get away with it. Let's see. What is math bullshit that I had to go through in computer science? Well, you have to learn, whatchamacallit. You have to learn algorithms, which you don't need to learn for anything else. And algorithms are the worst because then you have to get into proofs, which as a computer engineer you do not have to do proofs. Can you believe that? You ever wanted to prove something? No, you didn't. Shut up. That's a lie. You never wanted to prove anything. Let other people do proofs. Just enjoy putting computers together. You fucking nerd. Anyway, I'm a jaded asshole is the moral of this story. I say while I play the same planet over and over again to level up the most broken gun in the game before you're supposed to actually level it up because I thought it would be funny.
I like trains.
This is certainly a training arc. Yeah, I assure you this is funny, but I might have like, I'm kind of using the random talk space for this, even though I might have to just, like, once again off-screen upgrade this. But yeah, it's fine, because I get to talk with my greatest friends of all time and definitely not make them suffer.
I think that's kind of sad if I'm your greatest friend.
Greatest friend of us, because we've known each other for, like, more than a decade, so...
Oh god, has it been literally more than a decade?
Like, we've reached that point, like, for a while now.
Doesn't feel like it.
Like, we've known each other throughout high school, and then I also finished grad school, which is 6 years. So it's like, you add high school, which is 4 years, plus undergrad, which is 4 years, plus master's, which is 2 years, and then you get a number that's greater than 10. You know?
It does not feel like it has been 10 years.
Yeah, the time goes by when you're in a pandemic and the world is falling apart around you.
So true, bestie.
Oh yeah. It's given no chat.
Vibe check. Yikes.
Shoutout.spillT.yak.
I just need to vibe check if something ratios the vibes. So if ratios is greater than, is ratioed less than?
No, you have to use a different term for that.
What would you use for less than then?
We need to put our young brains together. A team of scientists needs to figure this out right now. I would personally go with body.
I feel like body wouldn't work.
Body. Oh, simping, how about that?
Oh, Jesus
There
Christ!
you go, we got it! We figured it out! Now we can all go to hell.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
We are out here ruining culture with the rest of us. Nothing will remain after we're through with it. We are here on the wreckage of civilization, the remains of what's left over once we're done with it. Memes no longer have meaning. Memes are just whatever we associate with the term meaning.
I think that's been the case for a while now, though.
I guess. It doesn't make me any more happy, though.
I didn't say that to make you happy, I just said it because I don't think it's us thing. I think it's happened before the world fell apart.
When did that happen? Was 2012 real? Was that the flipping point?
I don't know, was 2020 real?
No, that was beyond. That was 2020 was beyond fake. Something changed, and we are not the same people as we are.
After 2020, the years just stopped incrementing it. We're now in 2020 plus plus.
The year started going in reverse. we hit the overflow cap. It's so over.
No, I don't think we're at the overflow cap yet.
Nah.
We already had one potential cap, and we already had everyone screaming and crying about that. It's called year 2K.
That's unfortunate. You weren't there for year 2K. Things were
I don't
alright.
recall the Y2K ever being a thing.
Y2K. I mean, it was just headlines.
I don't think I knew what a headline was.
I mean, I guess your parents would be the most accustomed to it probably being bullshit. Your dad especially. I don't know about your mom though. Your mom sounds like the type of person who would have fallen for it.
Then I think she would have just asked my dad.
Yeah. She would have asked your dad, and your dad would have said, "No, honey, go back to sleep." Video games. I promise it would be funny. I say as we're only halfway to V4. It's fine. I'll just do another off-screen thing, and then we can pretend this whole thing didn't happen.
Except it will happen because I'll have to upload it.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're keeping it as a replacement for Artanoga 2 right now, because we'll definitely finish Artanoga 2 in our lifetimes. We are in chapter 4 though. We do have to beat the shit out of that thing and then watch Reisha die. My bad.
The one where me and Ratchet both yelled out at the same time.
Yeah.
remember from it.
It's a good scene because the relationship between Ratchet and like the main characters is very interesting and well written and stuff. And it's very strenuous, and you can understand everyone's feelings about it. But we already been through it before, so it's just a little less interesting for us in particular. But it's pretty good.
I wonder what Reaction's up to.
He is probably having an alright time.
I hope so.
Or he is in hell, like we
That
are.
wouldn't be good.
I mean, we're in hell, so it would just be another Tuesday. When did I become M. Bison, you say? Well, joke's on you, because I was Balrog this entire time.
You're not wrong.
No. The joke is that in Japanese, M. Bison is Balrog. Or is he? No, M. Bison is... Was he Vega? No, I'm hallucinating again.
You think I know anything about Street Fighter?
Okay, in Street Fighter, Vega, Balrog, and M. Bison all have their names flipped. All exchanged their names because you couldn't have a black boxer type man be called M. Mike Bison.
It's the aftermath of that incident.
Yeah.
It's the reason why Mr. Green's Punch-Out exists.
Yes. So you can't have the black boxer character be called Mike Bison. So they changed his name to Balrog, right? And as a result, Vega, who was originally Balrog, I think. No. Yes, no. Okay, I'm mixing up the orders of a few things. Hold on. Bro, you need to bail me out right now.
What am I bailing you out on?
You need to bail me out right now. I don't remember which one's which one.
Alright, I'll go look it up.
Balrog was M. Bison Balrog?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, but so then that means M. Bison
was Vega.
Right, M. Bison was Vega. Right, so M. Bison was Vega, so that means Vega is Balrog, so that M. Bison can be M. Bison instead of Vega. Fuck.
Okay, Vega became Bison, Bison goes to Balrog, Balrog becomes Vega.
There we go. We did it. we solved the mystery, guys. And then there's a new guy whose name was Eric, I think, in Street Fighter 5.
Already at Street Fighter 6.
Yeah. Shadowloo is not in Street Fighter 6 yet, except for that one guy who is not in Shadowloo, but has an association with the Shaddy people that is currently unknown. I don't think.
What, the poison person or someone else?
No. It's what's his face? JP.
Oh, the mustache guy.
Yeah. The old man.
Yeah.
The old man in a game full of old people.
The only thing I really know about him is that he supposedly has the psycho energy, the same stuff M. Bison had.
Yeah, and he apparently has an association with Shadowloo as hinted by his wing quote over Aki, in which he references the organization.
Okay. That's a lot of information that's a little hard to keep track of.
Yeah. So far, Shadowloo has not made its appearance whatsoever.
Probably for the best.
Is Shadowloo dead? No, because we know for a fact that one character from SF5 is going to make Neo Shadowloo.
It would be weird to see a lot of these guys as older folks.
I, for one, am just happy that I'm not getting 1, 2, 3'd over again, over and over again.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, shut the fuck up! Anyway, GDQ sounds like a nightmare this year, so that's unfortunate. It's AGDQ, right? AGDQ is in the winter, SGDQ is in the summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had a weird selection of games like last year. 2023 was a weird year.
Yeah.
Do you think this year will be any less weird?
No,
Did you get the mystery gift for Pokemon?
I did.
What was the mystery gift?
It's something for the mythical Pokemon. It's basically an event Pokemon
Ah.
that you can't get any other way besides holding this item.
Archaludon is the most goated Pokemon of all time.
The thing that looks like a staple remover from the back?
Hell yeah. My man, the bridge.
Yeah, he does look like a suspension bridge.
I've got my two favorite Pokemon, the table, and now the bridge. It's great.
Which is the table again?
Avalugg.
Ah, that makes sense. I forgot about Hisuian Avalugg.
Yeah, we don't talk about Hisuian Avalugg.
Now I think about it, how do they explain the Hisuian Pokemon in the Indigo Disc?
Magic.
I thought it was like some sort of weird preservation thing.
Nah, it's just magic. Don't worry about it.
I also noticed that they had like a gotcha spinner for getting items.
No, they had that in the last game, so something like that.
I didn't play the DLC in the last game. Probably for the best.
Was it any good?
It was the last DLC in Gen 8 basically gave you access to every single fucking legendary that has ever existed.
Maybe I should get that one then.
And it's the fastest way to get legendaries, basically.
It kind of like what was Smash Bros. 3DS where you traveled along different roads?
I don't think so. You just had to do like a series of raid battles, and at the end is a legendary. The only caveat is that you can't choose your Pokemon. You have to choose basically choose mental Pokemon the next raid to do.
Okay.
So you have your dipshit team of Maractus, Pseudo-Mudo, or whatever, and Double, and you're going into fucking Dialga.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. And you're just gonna have to hold that.
I'll admit though, the 7-star raids for Pokemon are less special now that you can just get the regular Pokemon.
They're
starters.
okay. I like the 7-star raids.
I understand it's good to have a challenge, but I just suck at them.
Yeah, I just cheese basically everything with Goldingo. Goldingo is the most broken Pokemon I've ever.
Up for it, I could need to message you sometime and we could try it already or something.
Maybe, but I have to like play Pokemon again. I stopped playing for a long time now.
Yeah, that's fair. I won't force you to if you don't
Yeah,
want.
I still have a level 100 Goldingo though. So maybe.
Yeah.
The issue is I need to make another Goldingo with Gold.
It's a pretty good Pokemon. It's just
It's a completely busted Pokemon, you mean? Holy shit.
well, that's what you get for number 1,000, I guess.
You ever just wanted to invalidate like half the level 6 raids out there? It's great.
I don't know a good move set for mine.
You just use the normal ones.
Just the normal moves, nothing added.
It's just Shadow Ball, Make It Rain.
I mean,
It's
obviously
like those you have those two moves, and then the other two over the fuck you want. Recover, Nasty Fly.
Recover would probably be a good one.
You don't have that many recovers, so it's not that great.
True, but I've been saving up a bunch of PP up.
You only get 8.
You only get 8 maximum?
You only get 8 max.
Good to know.
It's either 8 or 16. Either way, it's really low.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk wasting them. I've been saving all of them throughout the game and just been using the regular PP amount.
Can't you just buy PP ups, or do you have to like?
I do not know. I think you get them in raids mostly, or you find them in the environment.
I feel like you have to find them, but like they are handed out pretty.
I haven't been using them anyway. I still have most of my rare candies even.
Yeah, I just never use rare candies because I don't care.
Plus the XP candies are still pretty good.
XP candies are better, honestly, because they fart them out.
True. I just mean like when you already have a Pokemon like over halfway to the next level up, it kind of invalidates using it.
Well, it doesn't matter though, because they also fart out free candies like money. Tree money.
Do you think we'll ever get another Legends game, or is that a no?
A Legend style game or another like Legend?
Legend style.
Probably. I mean, they have the tech for it. I can see me being a little lazy again. Maybe they'll make it better.
Maybe the ancient Johto and finally validate some of these Pokemon with better evolutions.
No, they'll never do that. Gen 2 is dead.
Give James an evolution because that would be weird.
Please don't. Now I think of it, just don't. I don't need that in my life. I don't need a Jinx too. They already have Mr. Rhyme.
Oh, you're right.
You can keep Jinx.
I mean, that's fair. The cooler ice psychic.
The cooler ice psychic that's also just complete ass.
I mean, was Jinx even useful for anything?
Jinx is meta in Gen 1.
I mean, I asked because I never played with it.
It is a matchup. It is a lead in Gen 1 where you kill someone by you insta-kill a Pokemon with Lovely Kiss, and then you insta-kill another Pokemon with Blizzard. And if you don't put the insta-kill with Blizzard, you have a 10 chance of instantly killing them.
Now that I think about it, wouldn't Swampert be good for that Blaziken Terrorade? Is it the water ground type?
No.
No? Okay.
Swampert doesn't do anything in Raid.
Sheer Cold would be useful, but I guess not, considering
It does not work.
It's not an instant kill in that sort of a circumstance.
And it does not do damage. Like, Swampert learns like no relevant set of moves that it ever wants to run for a raid battle. The ability just doesn't exist for the most part on it.
Okay.
It doesn't learn like good. Its stats like are not good for dealing damage whatsoever, and it has like no support utility as well.
So it's more of a tank Pokemon?
No, it doesn't even function as a tank Pokemon, because tank Pokemon, one, it needs to tank for itself and it needs to tank for the entire team, and Swampert just cannot do that. It can't heal itself. It can't tank. If the raid mon sets up the +1, Swampert dies.
So why do people like it so much?
I don't know. Maybe it gets chilling water. I don't know. Maybe people are idiots too. It's been a while since I've done raid things, so.
I mean, then again, it was pretty good against the first gen. But the Ed after that, it was just kind of
No, Swampert's good for the whole game.
You're right.
It completely invalidates the third gen. They cannot do anything to it.
That is true. I didn't think of that before.
And also it learns Surf, which is the best move in that game, basically.
Honestly, Water Steel is pretty good typing. However, given that Ed Empoleon was in the same generation as Infernape and Torterra, it kind of got the short end of the stick because it was weak to both.
Empoleon's is the best Sinnoh starter now.
Really?
Yeah. Because Infernape fell off a cliff because it doesn't do anything. To be fair, it has always been bad, but like, Empoleon gets competitive now, so it's all good.
I guess I got lucked out in Kitakami then.
It's pretty good. Of course it fell off because Indigo Disc is nuts, but yeah.
I mean, I've heard Hisuian Argonite and it was pretty good for a while.
It's always been ass.
True. I just thought the concept of Rockhead was pretty powerful.
No, it's a cheese mon to shit on like bad people who are bad, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it does have the odd weakness for water.
That's not even an issue, like right now the metagame of OE Gen 9 OE is that defog doesn't exist. So everyone is just in a rush to stack as many hazards as possible. And if you're running Rockhead on Hisuian Arcanine, you just GG's motherfucker. Just shake my hand right now.
Okay. So, no one uses Rapid Spin?
No, everyone is using Rapid Spin, but also Goldingo exists, so get fucked.
Yeah.
So your spinner has to be good into Goldingo, who is also going to run an air balloon because fuck you.
Ice Spinner, I feel, can be a little annoying for terrain users.
It doesn't matter. Ice Spinner is just a coverage move.
True, but it gets rid of the terrain when you use it.
Yeah, but that's not why you use it ever.
I guess you're right.
And there's like, it's just so whatever to use it at that point. I think this is gonna be my last run. We're exhausting all of our options right now. We need to get back on the Kirby grind. Also, I need to rewatch our Final Fantasy Let's Play because we fucked up the save file, and now we need to know what to do.
Yeah.
I'll make a list. I'll make a list of my findings. I hope.
You hope.
I hope.
You hope.
I hope.
You hope.
I say hope because I've been having so much trouble, like in the decomp I was working on. So all I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to update like a stat on a Pokemon after a battle, right? So I'm just trying to, so I say, oh, in the player's party, get this Pokemon and increment 1 to its stat, right? And it works fine, right? It works absolutely fine except for the fact that apparently I'm not selecting the Pokemon in the player's party. I'm selecting the Pokemon that just got killed.
Also, I have one more question. Mm-hmm. Which form of Urshifu is better in your opinion?
Dark.
Okay.
But it's not even a contest, it's always dark. Like, Choice Banded Urshifu, 2 hit KOs fairies. It's with the whatchamacallit, Wicked Blow.
Okay. I just wanted to ask, whose idea to know for the Indigo Disc?
Yeah, Dark Urshifu is definitely a better one. The water one, you put it on rain, or like rain teams on doubles or singles.
There's a lot of good rain Pokemon already, though.
There's a lot of good rain Pokemon. Also, Sun is better.
Yeah.
By a lot, and it's not even close.
Especially if all the past Paradox Pokemon, if you run them.
Yeah. You only really run like 2, though.
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch of other completely broken stuff that fit on Sun.
Yeah. So what, Torkoal with Drought?
Yeah, Torkoal is your Drought setter. You run Walking Wake as your main breaker. And then you also maybe have, what was it? What's his face? What's the club? What was Fake Pokemon again? It was...
Is it the...
Slitherwing.
Yeah.
You have Slitherwing as your, like, pivots sometimes, but otherwise you use Iron Moth. because that one just blows people up immediately, and then the rest of your team is just whatever.
Yeah.
Because those are the only good photosynthesis mods.
Yeah.
I guess you run what's his face called? Fix elements is
Roaring
Moon.
Moon.
Yeah. I guess you would run Roaring Moon, but I don't think but Roaring Moon fits on more teams that are not Sun.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to get banned again just cause.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I can't believe Baxcalibur is still banned. That is crazy.
You literally just made it. I mean, come on, right?
It's like the only pseudo-legendary that's banned. And that's, which is crazy because basically every pseudo-legendary except like 3 are not even in OU. And this
Sorry, we're talking about a lot of stuff you don't understand, kid.
Welcome to the club. Now you and Kid need to start talking about something that I don't understand.
I don't know anything you don't understand. In fact, you guys both know coding, which I don't understand.
Yeah, no one understands.
Him and I don't have a thing that you don't understand, which would complete the trifecta of topics one person won't get.
What could that possibly be?
I don't know.
Y'all better start talking about crocheting or something. No.
Cooking.
I know a thing or two about cooking. Not all of it, but
Yeah.
I know how to cook a duck.
A duck.
I don't know how to cook a duck, but I know something similar. Anyway.
What do you cook?
These nuts. That's it for today. Goodbye.